Assalamu alaikum listeners, I'm Saad Tabani. This is Pitch Talk on Inspire FM. In this show, we'll be talking about the latest cricket news. So if you do have any questions, feel free to phone Inspire FM and we'll get those questions answered in the next show, inshallah. So I'll give you a brief overview of the topics which I'll be discussing. The first topic is about Pakistan's all-rounder Shadab Khan, as he resumes his training after recovering from injury. And then we'll also be discussing about Mohammad Amir. He's got a captaincy opportunity to lead in a T20 league. We'll get into that. And we'll be discussing the Pakistan vs South Africa series. We'll be analysing that as well. And then we've got a few other latest cricket topics which we'll get into shortly also. So if you do have any questions for the viewers, the listeners, feel free to phone Inspire FM. We'll get the question answered in the next show, inshallah. So without further ado, getting on to the first topic is about Pakistan's all-rounder Shadab Khan, as he's resumed his training at the National Cricket Academy as he continues his rehabilitation following a shoulder injury earlier this year. But under the supervision of academy coaches, the 27-year-old participated in the fielding and bowling sessions as part of regaining his full fitness. But then Shadab also underwent surgery in the UK a few months ago after having discomfort in his right shoulder. And because of that issue, it was troubling him before the Pakistan's three-match T20 series against South Africa, against Bangladesh, in Dhaka in July. So, following medical consultations, surgery was deemed necessary to fully resolve the problem. The leg spinner, who served as Pakistan's vice-captain during the White Ball Tour of New Zealand earlier this year, he has missed different series because of this recovery period. So we wish Shadab Khan very well, and we feel that he can be a very important player for Pakistan in T20 cricket. His role as an all-rounder with the bat, with the ball, and he's definitely the best fielder that Pakistan has to offer. So I'd say that Shadab Khan brings a lot of utility, a lot of value to the Pakistan T20 team, mainly because of his ability to change the game with the bat and the ball. And even in the field, he's definitely one of the best fielders Pakistan's probably had in a long time. I think his skills and the talent that he possesses, especially when he performed with the bat and the ball in the same game, he can be a very vital player of Pakistan in terms of winning games in T20 cricket. All-rounders are seen as probably the most valuable assets in T20 cricket, and Shadab Khan has been a successful all-rounder of Pakistan in T20 cricket. So I feel that him being there in the team will provide a lot of depth, a lot of experience, and he provides them different options with the ball and with the bat. He can bowl in the middle overs as well. He can bat in the middle overs. He can bat at number 3 to 6. He can even bat at 7. He's a very good fielder. He can field at nearly any position, but he prefers to field at point position. So I say that he's a very good fielder of Pakistan. He's a very good dynamic player in all phases and all forms of the game. So moving on to the next news is about Pakistan's former fast bowler Mohammad Amir. The Quetta Cavalry have dropped a major hint that former Pakistan pacer Mohammad Amir could lead the franchise in their debut season of the Abu Dhabi T10 League, which is scheduled to take place from November the 18th to the 30th of November. In a recent post which was shared by the team on social media, the franchise uploaded a teaser video featuring a masked figure sitting in front of the multiple screens, and the person's face was not revealed, but different clues suggested that they were strongly hinting towards Mohammad Amir. And this was why one of the screens showing a 73 not out, which is an amazing innings that Mohammad Amir played against New Zealand back in 2009 in a thrilling encounter. And in that match, Pakistan were, at 101 for 9. They were trying to chase 212 before a good partnership, 103 run between Amir and Saeed Ajman, which brought them close. So Pakistan lost that match by 7 runs, but it was a good fight by them. And the video also had 3 days believing to represent Mohammad Amir's debut across all formats of Pakistan. And this definitely brought further speculations about his captaincy role. And it's very important to mention here that Quetta Cavalry are set to begin their campaign on the opening day of the tournament against Northern Warriors, followed by matches against Ajman Titans on November the 19th, as well as Deccan Gladiators on November the 21st, after a one-day break, after a one-day break in the T20 League. So moving on to the next news, we'll discuss a bit about the Pakistan T20 series and even the recent ODI series that's currently taking place between Pakistan and South Africa. So if you were to look at the T20 series, the first T20, Pakistan lost by South Africa won by 55 runs, with Pakistan winning the toss and choosing to bowl first. And with that, I'd say that Pakistan, they didn't really bowl very well. Shaheen Shafiri gave 45 runs in 4 overs. Naseem Shah 34 runs in 3 overs. Saim Ayub 31 runs in 4 overs, but taking 2 wickets. Mohammad Nawaz bowling very good, brilliantly with the ball, especially in the middle overs. The wickets that he was able to take, bowling a good economy as well of 6.5. He took 3 wickets. 26 runs he gave in 4 overs. Salman Ayaga only bowled 1 over, where he's very expensive, giving 15 runs. Ibrahim Ahmed got hit for plenty with 42 runs he gave in 4 overs, only 1 wicket. Very bad economy of 10.5. So if we were to look at South Africa's batting, Reza Hendricks was amazing. He's sensation while he was opening the batting, scoring 60 runs of 40 balls, a striker of 150 with the help of 5 fours and 1 6. De Kock, 23 runs of 13 balls, 5 fours, a striker of 176. Tony De Zorze, 33 runs of 16, an impact innings by him with the help of 5 fours, 1 6, a striker of 206. George Linde, who is seen as a batting all-rounder, scoring in the lower order, scoring a vital impact runs of 36 runs of 22 balls with the help of 4 fours, 1 6. He had a healthy striker of 163. And with that, South Africa were able to get to a modest total of 194 after the loss of 9 wickets. So if we are to look at Pakistan's batting, they didn't really impress, to say the least, getting all out for 139. Saim Ayub and Mohammad Nawaz top scored with 37 of 28 and 36 of 20 respectively. Saim Ayub playing a striker at 132. Mohammad Nawaz playing a striker at 180 with the help of 4 fours and 2 sixes. Saif Farhan 24 runs of 19 balls with the help of 4 fours. So with the bowling department, Corbin Bush 4 wickets, 14 runs in 4 overs. George Linde 3 wickets, 31 runs in 3 overs. So 4 overs, 35 runs, 1 wicket for Lingi Nagidi. You've seen it there, main pacer, but he wasn't able to really provide that difference in the game in the opening overs. He went for economy of 8.8, and with that, Pakistan's batting really failed. Babar Azam also playing a shocking, shot. His shot selection was very, bad to say the least. It was very, below par. Playing a childish shot and in international cricket, getting out for 0 on comeback, of 2 balls. The rest of the batsmen didn't really, didn't really trouble the score as much. So with that, South Africa won that game by 55 runs. So if I was to talk about the second T20, Pakistan again winning the toss and choosing to bowl. But this time Pakistan restricted South Africa to a low score. This match was played in Lahore, so the pitch was a bit different. I'd say it probably suit the Pacers more, with Salman Mirza and Naseem Shah proving that in the opening overs, taking important wickets for Pakistan, especially Salman Mirza in the opening overs, where I think South Africa at one point were 20 for 4, where Salman Mirza bowled 4 overs, 14 runs with the help of 3 wickets at economy of 3.5. Naseem Shah 4 overs, 28 runs with 2 wickets. He took an economy of 7. Mohammad Nawaz had a very good economy of 4.8. He never took any wicket, just giving 19 runs in 4 overs. Then Fahim Ashraf was very good with the ball. In this innings, Pakistan, we saw that 9 wickets were taken by the Pacers. It shows how dominant they were in Lahore. Fahim Ashraf 3.2 overs, 23 runs, 4 wickets. He took an economy of 6.9. So with South Africa's batting, the batting card really failed to live up to expectations, with Daryl Brevis being the highest scorer with 25 runs of 16 balls with the help of 3 sixes. And then with that, it was just 110 was not going to be enough on this pitch. And Saif Farhan scoring 28 runs of 23 balls. He had a decent start, but out of those 28 runs, he scored 3 sixes. But I'd say he probably failed to hit more boundaries. He never hit any fours. He probably failed to hit play with more intent and more aggression and was needed by him, but nonetheless, you know, it really helped in Pakistan chasing the score. Saim Ayub scoring 71 of 38 balls not out with the help of 6 fours and 5 sixes, a striker of 186. So he was very, aggressive. At the start, he wasn't aggressive. At the start, he was playing a runner ball, but then later on in the innings, I think is when he really made a move on, where he started to accelerate and take the game on and attack the bowlers more, and then that's where his strike rate improved massively. I think at the start it was 110 his strike rate, but then he managed to get that to 150, and then eventually 186 was his strike rate. Not out, finishing the game for Pakistan along with Babar Azam playing a very slow innings, but considering the situation and the circumstance of the game, the total was very low, and he had enough balls and enough time to play. Considering Saim Ayub was playing a very good strike rate, if you see the difference of strike rate between the two batsmen, Saim Ayub 186 strike rate, Babar Azam 61. So this is the reason why Babar Azam was able to play very slow, and it was also the reason why Saim Ayub was able to play. The reason why Saim Ayub had to play very quick, because Babar was not really timing the ball very well. We're scoring 11 runs of 18 balls, not out with the help of 1-4. He did not look in any shape or form, or he did not really look like he was going to score any big runs in this game, Babar Azam. But you know, if you remain not out chasing and total, you know, in any game, it does give you confidence, it does give you support, and it's good that Babar Azam was able to do that. So with that 30-20 Pakistan versus South Africa, again Pakistan winning the toss. You know, there's a bit of a story about this. So, you know, in the Test series as well, I think in all 3 matches Pakistan won the toss. So even in the ODI series, Pakistan in the first 2 ODIs, they won the toss. So I think it's just the first time happening in cricket history where in a bilateral series between 2 teams, you know, the home side and the one team has won the toss for every match, you know, 99% of the time. So it's very interesting to see, you know. Then we hope that people in the media and, you know, ex-cricketers, they don't accuse Pakistan of fixing or anything like that, because it's clearly not that. The toss does matter, and whoever wins the toss most likely does win the game. We've seen that in cricket, it's a trend. But, you know, it's interesting that South Africa has not won the toss yet in this series. So, if we were to look at the 30-20, Pakistan again winning the toss, choosing to bowl, restricting South Africa again to a low total, but this time South Africa got to 139. Reza Hendricks, 34 runs of 36 balls, slow innings by him considering that he was opening the batting. He had to set the tempo in the power play, but he failed to do so. With the help of 2 forwards, our striker of 94, Decock, 2-ball duck, bowled by Shaheen Shah Afridi. De Pretius, again, Shaheen Shah Afridi got another wicket. Dewald Brevis, he scored 21 of 22, bowled by Usman Tariq, caught by Babar Azam. Bresky, bowled by Mohammad Nawaz. Fahim Ashraf took 2 wickets as well. Salman Mirza and Shaheen Shah Afridi took the last 2 wickets. Shaheen Shah Afridi was very good, amazing spell by him, 4 overs, 26 runs, 3 wickets at an economy of 6.5. Salman Mirza, 4 overs, 16 runs, 1 wicket, he took an economy of 4. Fahim Ashraf, 4 overs, 28 runs, 2 wickets at an economy of 7. Mohammad Nawaz was very expensive in the 30-20, 3 overs, 38 runs, 1 wicket at an economy of 12.7. Usman Tariq, I think it was his debut game. If you were to ask my personal opinion about him as a bowler, I don't really rate him very high, even though he's got a different, unique type of action. I think there are better bowlers than him, like Abraham Ahmed, like Faisal Akram, like Osama Mir. Usman Tariq, I don't see him as a very threatening bowler, but in his first 20, he did bowl good. 4 overs, 26 runs, 2 wickets at an economy of 6.5. And Saim Ayub bowling the 1 over, just giving 5 runs. So when it came to Pakistan's turn to chase, Shahzada Farhan, 19 of 18, again playing a low strike rate with the help of 2 4s and 1 6 strike rate with 105. Saim Ayub, 6-ball duck, very below par, very shocking, very it wasn't good from him. It wasn't top cricket from him at all. Babar Azam scoring in this game finally on in a comeback series where the crowd was behind him. this inning probably meant a lot to his confidence, and it proved why he's still a very good player in international cricket. He still has the talent and potential. He scored 68 runs of 47 balls with the help of 9 fours, a steady striker of 144 considering the situation of the game, with the score being only 139. Babar Azam innings, along with Salman Ali Agha, scoring 33 of 26 as striker 126. So both of them played a considerable low striker according to the demands of T20 cricket. But if you were to analyse the situation and the fact that this score was below 150, Babar Azam was able to play his normal natural game. He didn't really accelerate too much, but there were some overs where he got 3-4 boundaries, and that's very good to see by Babar Azam. Usman Khan 6 of 7 not out. Hassan Nawaz 5 of 8 with only 1-4. And Fahim Ashraff 4 of 2 not out. Striker at 200. Corbin Bosch 4 overs 24 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 6. Lizard Williams 3 overs 26 runs, 2 wickets, economy of 8.7. And Simon Lane taking 1 wicket, economy of 7.7 in 3 overs. So if we were to move on to the ODIs, with Pakistan winning the first ODI after winning the toss and choosing to bowl, South Africa restricted to 263 all out. Pretorius 57 of 60. De Kock, amazing innings by him, 63 of 71. Striker of 88, 6 fours, 2 sixes. I think it was his comeback ODI series, so it's good to see that he's scoring. You know, if I was to look at his stats in one-day cricket, he's been a very good player. 157 ODIs, 157 innings, 6,956 runs. Average of 46.6. Striker of 96.8, 96.68, 31 50s, 22 hundreds. He's been amazing, to say the least. So, Britsky, 42 runs of 54 balls. Help of 2 fours, 2 16, 22 runs of 23 balls for Keshaini, with the help of 3 fours. And then lower down the order, Corbin Bosch scoring 41 runs of 46 fours. And then if I was to talk about the bowling figures of Pakistan, Shaheen Shah Afridi was okay with the ball. His first ODI match as captain, first time captain. It's good that he's got a win under his belt. 55 runs he gave in 10 overs, taking only 1 wicket. Naseem Shah was very good with his economy and wickets. Economy 4.4, wickets were 3. Especially I'd say in the death overs, Naseem Shah was very good. He is always good in death overs. I think it's because of his ability to reverse the ball. In 9.1 overs, he gave 40 runs, 3 wickets. So if I was to talk about the rest of the bowlers, their figures, Ibrahim Ahmed 9 overs, 53 runs. His economy was okay, but I'd say probably a bit expensive. 0.9, 3 wickets he took. Sami Ayub 4.9. His economy was in 8 overs, 39 runs he gave with 2 wickets he took. Mohammad Nawaz 10 overs, 45 runs. He gave 1 wicket, economy of 4.5. So with that, South Africa restricted to 263 all out, and with Pakistan batting Fakhar Zaman on comeback in ODI cricket, I think since the 2023 World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. 45 runs of 57 balls with the help of 4 fours and 2 sixes. Simon Ayub 39 of 42, 4 fours and 1 6. Striker 92. Babar Azam failed very badly, 7 of 12. Rizwan 55 of 74. A slow innings by him, but it was important. It was a good innings considering the situation of the game again. Salman Ali Agha 62 runs of 71 balls, 5 fours, 1 6. Healthy striker, I'd say, of 87. Again, that striker, it depends on the situation of the game. If this score was, I'd say, 290, then I'd say Salman would have to be more, as well as Rizwan being more aggressive in their style of play. For centre, it's going 22 of 25. Mohammad Nawaz 9 of 9. Shaheen Shah Afridi 4 not out of 4 balls, and he was able to finish the game as captain. So then if you were to look at the second ODI, Pakistan again winning the toss. This has been a very good series, Pakistan, in terms of winning the toss, but they lost the game. Pakistan chose to bat first this time. Sami Ayub scoring 53 of 66. If I were to look at the first few overs, Pakistan lost a quick wickets. Babar Azam scoring 11 of 13. First 2 ODIs, Babar Azam has not been very good with the bat at all. it's probably time that you can even give him rest in the third ODI, considering his poor form. Fakhar Zaman scoring a 3-ball duck. Salmani Aliaga 69 runs of 106 balls. It was a slow innings by him, but considering that they lost early wickets, he was able to anchor the innings and take the game deep. And the striker of 65 is in ODI considered very bad, but if you were to look on to defend Salman Aliaga's case, I'd say that Rizwan scoring 4 of 4, Babar Azam scoring 11 of 13, Simon Ayub played very well, but he could have scored more runs. Fakhar Zaman getting out early, and plus he didn't want to expose the tail. As a senior player, Salman Aliaga played a good role, scoring 69 runs for centre. It was didn't play very well, scoring 10 runs of 20 balls, only 1-4. Mohammad Nawaz played very good after a long time in ODIs with the bat. His first 50 since 2016 on his ODI debut. So it's shown that Mohammad Nawaz has, had a lot of chances since he's actually properly scored now with the bat. 59 of 59 balls, a very good innings considering the situation of game 3 4s, 4 6s, striker of 100. Fahim Ashraf lower down the order with the impact cameo of 28 of 18 with the help of 2 4s and 2 6s, a striker of 155. Wasim Jr. returning into the ODI team since the 2023 World Cup. 12 runs of 9 balls with the help of 2 4s, not out. Naseem Shah played 1 ball, hit 1 6, came in, saw the ball, he came, he conquered, and then he went. So 6 of 1 ball, striker of 600 with that Pakistan game to 269, 4-9 after 50 overs. I'd say that they were probably 20-30 runs short, but then if you were to look at the game and the way South Africa played, you'd say that Pakistan were probably 50-60 runs short. Then if you were to look at South Africa's batting deep threat, they 46 runs of 40 balls, a very good innings by him. Him and De Kock had a very good partnership. I think of over 100 for the opening the batting. 123 of 119, sensational, amazing knock by Quinton De Kock. Striker of 103, good striker by him in ODI cricket. 8 4s, 7 6s, Tony De Souza 76 runs of 63 balls. With the help of 9 4s and 3 6s, a striker of 120. Bresky 17 runs of 21 balls, a striker of 80. Mohammad Wasim Jr. 8 overs, 48 runs, 1 wicket. He took 6 in the economy. Salman Aliaga had an expensive economy of 8. Fahim Ashraf 6.7. Mohammad Nawaz 9.2. Shaheen Shah Afridi 5.9. Naseem Shah 5.7. Pakistan were very shocking. Their bowling was absolutely, I'd say, disgusting to say the least. Gutting is probably a bigger word. Their bowling was not up to the mark, and probably the reason why they lost the game. And in the third ODI as well, the most interesting thing to me would be that can Pakistan win the toss again? And then if they do, then I think this would probably be some sort of history by Pakistan in a bilateral series, or even by any team by winning the toss in every game. The third news I'll be discussing about the teenager 17-year-old as he died after being struck by a cricket ball during a practice session. Ben Austin, he's 17 years old. He was 17 as he was in the nets during a session in Melbourne on Tuesday, last Tuesday I think it was, when he was hit in the neck by a ball. The ball was thrown using a handheld ball launcher. Ben was wearing a helmet, but he had no neck guard protection while he was training in the nets. And then after the emergency workers attended the scene, Ben was taken to hospital and he was in critical condition. And he was put on life support after arriving in hospital, but then he sadly passed away last Thursday. So these type of injuries and incidents are very sad to see, considering that cricket is it's a fun game to play, but it can also be a dangerous game to play. When my advice to all the viewers and all the listeners watching as well, whenever you're playing any sport, whether it be not just cricket, it can be football, it can be rugby, it can be tennis, it can be any other sport, make sure you're safe in your approach and you're not just protecting yourself, but the people who you're playing with. Especially in cricket, make sure you're wearing full protection on your helmet, and you have protection on your neck, and you have all forms of protection when especially if you're the batsman as well. It largely applies to them. This mostly refers to when you're playing hardball. It can also be important when you're playing tape ball cricket, because the ball can be very hard, and if it hits you then in the wrong area, then it can be dangerous, and then the injury can be severe, and it can affect you. So it's important to stay safe while playing any sport, and then if you're staying safe, it's also important to make sure that the people that you're playing with, they're safe as well. You're putting all forms of equipment on when you're playing any form of game. Especially, I think back in 2014, Phil Hughes, he didn't have his neck guard on when he was batting, I think, for Australia, and then he got hit on the back of the head, and then sadly he died. So such incidents do occur in cricket, but then it's important to stay safe, have full precaution, and be prepared when you're playing any form of game, any type of sport. Safety is more important than just having fun. And if you're safe, and then it keeps everyone else safe as well, and then it also ensures that you enjoy the game more, because then you know that you're fully protected, and then you have no worries. So this was today's show. If you do have any questions, feel free to phone Spy FM. We'll get the question answered in the next show, inshallah. So I'll see you in the next show. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa